Welcome fans to tonight's game here on Rogers TV. I'm your host, Jaci Solomon. Tonight the London Nationals face off against the St. Thomas Stars for the third time this season. In both previous matchups, London walked away with a victory. Tonight's story of the game is brought to you by Arby's. We're looking at international additions from both teams. St. Thomas added 3 new members to their team who are all born outside of Canada. We're looking at Isaiah Van Roswick from Minnesota. We're looking at Michael Levin, who was born in Israel, and we're also looking at Esnar Ismatov, who is from Kyrgyzstan. On the London side, we're looking at Sebastian Zurich, who was born in Slovakia and recently addition to the London Nationals, but didn't play in their last matchup against St. Thomas. All these international additions from both teams look to add some spice to tonight's game. With that being said, tonight should be a good game, and we're going to go ahead and send it up to Kyle and Jeremy.
Thanks, Jaci. And those players all should have a big impact on both sides of the ice, and it'll be interesting to see what they bring as St. Thomas coming in here doing a little bit better than we saw last time they were in here. 9th place, now in 8th place. London continuing a big hot streak, wins in their last 4 games.
Absolutely. London on a 5-game winning streak. They played here on Saturday, beat LaSalle, and for St. Thomas, again, it's slow progression for a team like them. They want to build their confidence. They're the lower end of the Western Conference, so going from 9th to 8th is big for them, hoping to continue to climb up the conference standings.
And the big reason for that win on Saturday night, Jacob Julian continues to roll a big hat trick on Saturday night.
Absolutely. I mean, you can see on his first one, it's an unfortunate bounce for the goaltender. Thought he had it in his glove, and it goes through. And these next 2 goals, these are what we see from Jacob Julian. These are just absolute disgusting move on a breakaway, going to the backhand. And then this next one that we're going to see, this one is just unbelievably sick on this backhand. He just goes with it, roofs it up over the glove side. And a guy like Julian, who's red hot right now early on in this season, he's a guy that the Nationals really like to lean on.
Key point to take a look at that second goal, that breakaway. A beautiful pass from Nolan Griffiths from the back end. And again tonight, as one of the Nationals call-ups, 4 call-ups in the lineup for the Nationals. Going to have to keep an eye on a lot of these guys. Griffiths played a bit with the team last year, has looked really good with them this year. Now, in between the pipes, familiar faces on both ends. Aiden Berry starting in net for the London Nationals. No surprise there. And Owen Wilmore starting for the Stars.
Absolutely. London Knight picks. Aiden Berry and Wilmore attended Knight's training camp early on this season. Berry, I mean, look at that save percentage, 921. That's the numbers you want to have. Wilmore got a 910 as well. So this is going to be a goaltending battle tonight. So we'll see how these 2 goaltenders manage here tonight.
And with that, we're going to send it down to ice level for our opening for the ceremonies.
Prior to tonight's game, the London Nationals wish to acknowledge the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenapewa, and Adelondran peoples, whose traditional lands we are gathered upon this evening. Fans, welcome to the Western Fair Sports Center for tonight's GOJA jump contest between the visiting St. Thomas Stars and your London Nationals. Fans, can I now direct your attention to the red carpet for tonight's ceremonial face-off. Joining us this evening is former Nationals player, current London Knight defenseman, and recent signee of the Montreal Canadiens. Please welcome Logan Mayhew. At this time, I'd like to call the captain of the St. Thomas Stars, Nick Hubin, and your captain, number 6, Owen McGowan, to the red carpet for tonight's ceremonial face-off. Thank you, captains, and thank you for joining us this evening, Logan. Fans, will you now please stand if you are able, remove your hats, and join Tony Nuther in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, Canada.
as we get set for our opening face-off, we take a look at our keys to the game.
Tonight's Keys to the Game brought to you by Paul Salvador Masonry. For St. Thomas, it is the power play. St. Thomas has the third best power play in the Western Conference and scored a combined 5 power play goals in their 2 games last week. They've only managed 1 power play goal in their 7 opportunities against London this year and have given up 2 shorthanded goals to the Nationals. Speaking of the Nationals, their key to the game is shots. London has outshot St. Thomas 45-32 and 43-27 in their 2 matchups so far this season. London has outshot their opponent in just 6 of their 13 games. So they've been finding success in getting shots through and the Stars, and that has led them to victory in their first 2 matchups.
Absolutely, and a couple of key players missing from the Nationals tonight. Quick shot right off the face-off by Jacob Julian. Almost, it goes top shelf right away. No Braden Thompson in the lineup. No Carson Lloyd. No Michael Fisher. No Owen McKinnon. And no Braden Thompson. A lot of big names out for the London Nationals. So we're going to have to be a lot of relying on the call-ups tonight.
Absolutely, you hit the nail on the coffin when you talk about the called-up players. I mean, you got Nolan Griffiths into the lineup again tonight. He's going to provide big minutes for Dave Matzo. So looking forward to see how these call-ups want to stand up and provide big minutes here for the Nationals tonight.
Puck we picked up by Wood as he'll send it cross-ice over to Sanovi. Stars will counterattack and just dump it into the National zone. Braden Sanovi, his first game back in the Nationals uniform after being away a couple weeks due to injury. So a big asset for the Nationals, as we saw on Saturday in Ryland Bowers, his first game back. So 2 of the biggest offensive powerhouses for the Nationals back in the lineup. You can expect to see those offensive numbers jump up quite a bit.
For sure, and it's a big welcome addition. I'm sure Dave Matzos is happy to have both Bowers and Sanovi back in the lineup. And you mentioned it, the big offensive numbers. I mean, you had Jacob Julian, as we mentioned at the top of the show, providing a lot of the offensive explosion for the Nationals so far. So I'm glad to see Bowers and Sanovi returning to the lineup here tonight.
Jacob Julian, 16 goals now in just 13 games. Has well surpassed that goal per game mark and will be definitely a player to watch tonight. Zurich brings it across the blue line, dumps it in, quickly turned over and brought back the other way by Vanden Acker. Stopped by Duarte. He gets hit into the boards. Stars try to turn it around. Seminara, he'll try to get to the blue line, does clear the zone. Picked up by McGowan. Nice patience by Owen McGowan. He walks in, takes a shot. Penalty coming here to the Stars. Duarte down in the corner. Puck will be picked up and whistle blown as Sturgeon picks up the puck.
A roughing call on the play here as it happened right just outside of the St. Thomas blue line. As just a little too physical there was the St. Thomas player, and then Harrison Franson as he will go sit off for 2 minutes and less. And right away, the London Nationals get a power play opportunity, something that St. Thomas is needing improving on their special teams.
Nationals power play operating as one of the best in the Western Conference, 28% on the season. Ryan Bowers, big slap shot from the point. That goes off an arm. The Nationals try to maintain possession in the offensive zone. Bowers throws it down to Charge. Charge, cross ice, nobody there. And McGowan will have to regroup in the neutral zone. This is the 3rd matchup of the season between the Nationals and the Stars. The Nationals coming away with wins in both of the first 2 games, 5-3 and 4-1. Nationals in the offensive zone now. McGowan, cross ice pass over to Bowers. Bowers walks in, takes a shot, rips it right over the head of Wilmore. McGowan over to Bowers, across the blue line, down to Wood. Wood assesses the situation, throws it up to Julian on the half wall. Now to McGowan. McGowan touches up and whistle is blown, as I believe the net just came off at moorings. So the Nationals just start their cycle game going, have to stop and restart again.
Yeah, and it was a good job of the Nationals. They were moving the puck around lots on that power play, something that was good to see. And again, you had Ryland Bowers right here on the far left, on the near left side, taking that shot. His shot looks impressive so far tonight. Expect him to maybe pot one here.
Face-off won by the Nationals. They'll maintain possession in the offensive zone. Back to McGowan at the blue line. Shot in. That goes off a leg of Zurich. Sebastian Zurich still looking for his first point as a National. Has done a lot of has shown some some dangerous plays, but has not come away with any points yet. Palmer takes a shot. That gets deflected by Girth. Back down low again. Milne down front again. Palmer takes a shot, catches Wilmore up high. Wilmore manages to hang on.
Yeah, once again, good puck movement there by the Nationals as they swing it down low. And Owen Wilmore comes up big on this save. He comes across. There's a little bit of an opening that Palmer can see. And Wilmore just a little bit was starting to move back towards his left, but he's able to hold and secure that puck, not allow a rebound. A good save early on for Owen Wilmore.
Sanity, McGowan. Back to the point with McGowan. Nationals get their setup going. The second unit getting a lot more time than usual. Pass right out front, just goes wide as Sanity just couldn't get a stick on it. McGowan again, over to Milne. Milne takes a shot, that one gets deflected. Sanity, cross-ice pass over to McGowan at the point. He takes a shot from distance. That one goes through traffic and finds its way right onto Wilmore. He hangs on, 2 seconds remaining in the power play.
Yeah, McGowan just gets that shot on goal. And again, McGowan's a guy, he likes to rush that puck, but the last couple of games, we haven't really seen him take that offensive mindset. He's been a little more patient. He's played a little more defensive style hockey, so it's good to see him get the shots on the net so far early on.
Stubgen takes a shot. That one just bounces wide of the net. Stars going to try to counterattack the other way. They had 3 men on the attack, but one goes off for a change. Girth throws it down in the corner. Makes it way to the far side. Picked up by Levin. Now Girth again. He takes a shot. Barry makes a save. Girth cross ice. Ends up on the stick of Jenkin. Jenkin takes a shot. Just goes through the blue ice. Girth keeps it in. Now picked over. Stubgen gets it to the blue line. Now sent right back in. Masters will try to turn it back the other way. Lawrence moving the puck. Comes up the left wing side, and that one just goes icing.
Yeah, so something that we don't normally see here every Wednesday night, but something that I like seeing more of as we get a shot of Bunker there is we have a female official here tonight. Her name is Hillary Brennan. She is one of the few female OHL officials that have actually been selected to the OHL. She's actually gotten to work a few preseason games for the Ontario Hockey League, so it's great to see her here on the ice here tonight for the Nationals game.
Absolutely. It's always welcoming to see more inclusion brought in, especially in the refs, because we always need refs coming out. It's not the most flashy of jobs, but we do need it to play this magical game. Back the other way come the Stars. Levin across the blue line. Leaves it for Nickel. Back to Levin. He walks in, takes a shot. Just misses the left pad. Back around behind the net. Lawrence will leave it. Turned by Stubgen. And the puck is set all the way down, and we will go for an icing.
St. Thomas trying to get some offensive pressure going, but they haven't exactly gotten anything towards the middle of the ice. Everything has been to the outside. Aiden Berry has only really faced 1 shot so far in this first 5 minutes of action, but again, St. Thomas hasn't exactly found it, so we'll see if they can get an offensive opportunity.
This mainly call-up line for the Nationals getting stuck in their own zone. You saw they all try to get off on the change, but the icing that made them keep outside. Puck finally clears the zone, and that will be sent down the length of the ice by Collins. Laid out by Wilmore as the Stars will try to bring it back. Levin sends it right into the middle of the ice. Puck gets deflected in the offensive zone by Vandenberg. Quickly turned back over by McGowan. Back in the center ice area, but brought right back into the Nationals territory. Levin battling for it with Chard. Bowers there for support. Bowers off the wall. That one almost goes out of play, but picked up by Chard. Chard's got a man going to the net. Lucas Chard waits, tries the toe drag, but ends up blowing a tire on the play. Milne right out front. Bowers takes a shot. That one just goes wide. Didn't get all of that one. Back behind the net. Nationals collect the puck. Lucas Chard waits, and over to Bowers. Bowers takes a shot. That one gets stopped out front. Battle for the puck continues, and I think the battle between Milne and ends up pushing the net off its moorings once again.
We tend to see that quite often here at the Western Fair, especially in the south end zone where that net tends to come off quite a lot. Owen Wilmore making a lot of moves left to right, so we'll see how many times that net gets knocked off.
Julian walks in, just rifles a shot right over the net. Right in the slot area again. That is right in his wheelhouse. Dangerous play for the Stars. Stars cross the blue line, try to get another shot, stolen back by Julian. Julian, one man to beat. Makes his way around the outside. Jacob Julian cuts in, tries to get a shot on net, and stopped by Wilmore. Pellerine, he'll take that puck and send it back down to the Nationals territory. Julian, huge burst of speed, cuts through the middle. Brought across the blue line by Griffiths. Now Griffiths takes a shot, ends up right in the breadbasket of Wilmore, and he hangs on for the whistle.
Again, just the presence of Jacob Julian on the ice. You can always tell when he's on. Makes the inside-out move, drives towards the net. He tries to fool Wilmore by, instead of going towards his forehand, work it back towards the backhand side, but Wilmore stays strong, aggressive in his crease, makes a save, and prevents Julian from having a key offensive opportunity.
Clean face-off win by the Stars. Stars defender blows a tire on the way back. Brought out now by Hubin. Across the blue line, quick shot taken by Seminara. That gets blocked. Cross ice pass gets us, clears the blue line. Sturgeon will just bring it back in the other way. Bit of a foot race for the puck. Picked up now by Riley Wood. Wood throws it out. Expected Bowers to be, or Sanavy to be heading for it, but a little too far out of his reach, so go for an icing. And back down into Nationals territory, we'll go for a reset.
Yeah, just a pass that just goes too far. Sanavy didn't expect, I don't think he really expected the pass to come from that near side, and so he just elected to let that go in and get a face-off down inside of London's territory.
Vandenacker tries to hold the line. Seminara now, he does the same, but does unsuccessful as the close play right at the blue line will force an icing, or offside.
Yeah, close call at the line there. Seminara tried to walk the line, but unfortunately for him, the puck just came outside enough for the officials to deem the play offside, so now the face-off will come outside and change is made by both sides.
Face-off quickly won by Palmer, but a little too good as he sends it all the way past Catrice in the Star zone. Foul the puck down low. Duarte can't get a hold of it. Comes up to the wall. Clark. He tries to play it out. Stolen again by Catrice. He turns and tries to bring it up the right wing side. Picked off by Heggie. Zurich down low. Zurich turns the puck over. In the offensive zone, here come the Stars. Saucer pass out front, just a little too much on it. But on the far side, Snedden, he can't keep it in. Puck gets brought out and quickly sent right back into the National zone. Heggie to Duarte. Duarte tries a little back pass over to Palmer, unsuccessful. And the Stars will bring it back. Izanantov brings it across the blue, sends it down into the National zone. Zurich tries to play it. Izanantov at the right of the blue line, sends it over to Phillips. He takes a shot from distance, tipped out front by Clark. Ends up just floating easily into the corner. Behind the net. Battle for the puck continues. Snedden tries to get it up. He walks in, takes a shot. Barry, nice blocker save. First big wide open chance for the Stars. Another shot right down low. Barry just can't grab it, but just has to push it forward, push the puck forward. Clark right on the doorstep. Puck brought out across the red line. Pace Roth will just dump and change. All five Nationals going off. Bringing out the call-up line. As here come the Stars the other way. 3-on-2 the other way. Across the blue line, Nickel overskates it a little bit. Turned over quickly and brought out. Collins, he just dumps it in the offensive zone. Will try to chase after himself. Girth puts it up the wall to Jenkin. Back to Stubbsden. Stubbsden was deflected past Nickel. Dundas in there to help. Puck now across the blue line again. The Stars attacking. Takes that shot, hits Barry up high, and bounces right off the glass, but stays in play. Nice hard hit in the corner by McGowan. Up behind the net, picked up now by Levin. Back to the blue line. Vandenacker assess the situation. He takes a shot. Nice, easy read by Barry as he tracks that the whole way.
Yeah, good shot on goal there by Vandenacker. I'm sure he was trying to wait for some traffic to get out in front as we're seeing Aiden Barry's work so far. As St. Thomas is, again, trying to get as many shots as they can towards Barry. Barry able to make the key save. He made that big blocker save right in the high slot area. He's able to fight that one off. So London in a little bit of some pressure here early on.
Not quite the amount of shots we saw last time the Stars were in town. Picking up, I believe it was 18 shots in the first period of action. So far, shots are 6-4 in favor of the Stars. But it has not been as one-sided as that game was to start. Kept in at the blue line by Stubjan. Pass right in the slot area. Chard tries to take a shot. Goes out front, bounces over Wilmore, and the National score. A little bit of an awkward play, but Ryland Bowers makes the most of it.
Well, welcome back into the lineup, Ryland Bowers. This is a bit of a weird play as Chard kind of just throws this towards the net kind of awkwardly, but then you just see Bowers just puts the little stick and he just kind of chips it up and over Owen Wilmore. Wilmore, I'm sure, not exactly expecting that type of play from Bowers, and nonetheless, Bowers gets himself another goal, and the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead.
8th goal of the season by Ryland Bowers as he continues to pick up exactly where he left off in the Nationals lineup, getting on the score sheet. And that play looked like it was going to be a bit of nothing as Chard got his pocket picked right at the last second when he took the shot. And very impressive bit of one-handed stick work by Ryland Bowers.
Yeah, and that shot, again, Chard, like you mentioned, got stripped of the puck last minute, but it still was going towards goal, and it was enough speed for Bowers to just put one hand on it, try to get it up and over a little flick of the wrist over it and into the net behind Owen Wilmore, and 1-0.
With play in the National zone, Collins sends it, Griffith sends it the other way. Bowers over to Chard. Chard behind the net, tries to put it out front, goes off the skate of Bowers. The Stars the other way, Franson. Across the blue line, tries to throw a puck into the slot. Picked up now by Hubin. Back up behind the net, gets through the blue line. Stars will try to keep it in the zone and will. Puck just slides out of the reach of Seminara. Sent down the length of the ice. Girth will pick it up. Both teams changing up, getting some fresh legs on the ice. Hubin, one of the lone net Stars staying out. Foul for the puck, and we're going to see a penalty coming here to the Nationals, it looks like.
Interference, and it's go to Curtis Hagee on the play. As it just happens right inside the faceoff, as you can see, Hagee right there takes out the man, kind of a pick situation like you would in basketball. The officials catch that one, and Curtis Hagee will go sit, and we talked about St. Thomas as power play off the top. Top 3 in the Western Conference to start this season.
There's an awkward play, but nonetheless, Stars get an opportunity here. As you said at the top of the show, 3rd best power play in the Western Conference, and it will have to come in big here for the Stars if they want to try to come back in this game. Puck set behind the Nationals. That pace, Roth can't make it there. Picked up, Girth hangs on, puts it right out front. Tries to get it on the stick of Phillips, but stolen by the Nationals and sent back out into neutral ice. Over to Girth. Puck sent back to Jenkins. Jenkins brings it for a bit of a skate up the left wing side. Gets stolen off his stick, but still not out of the zone. Pace Roth can't get a hold of it. Jenkins right up front. He takes a shot. That gets stopped. Here come the Nationals the other way. Sanavy over to Julian. Julian can't hold on to it, and Sanavy has to get sent back. And he'll go off to change. Dangerous play when those two are on the ice. Have connected for a couple shorthanded goals throughout this season. You have to assume Dave Masto is very happy to see both of them back on the ice together in a penalty killing situation. Puck at the blue line, kept in by Girth. Sent down into the corner. It's a man off. Stolen by the Nationals. Here comes Chard. Chard across center ice into the offensive zone. Makes a move, tries to cut through the defenders. Gets stopped up by the Stars defenders as they will come back the other way. Across the blue line, holds it up right there by Vandenberg. Levin tries to get a hold of it. He'll battle for the puck down low with Stubjen. Back to the blue line. It's a man off. Down to 11. That is a good edge work as he cuts in. Behind the net. Puck is overskated a little bit there now at Nickel. He'll recover it. Heggie back on the ice. Heggie comes in late, just applies the right amount of pressure and sends the puck down the other way. Palmer tries to get a hold of it. He blows a tire. Nationals will kill off the penalty. And the Stars resetting in their own zone. Cross ice onto the stick 11. Across the blue line. He gets halted up. He gets knocked down now. Nickel behind the net. Looking for that outlet pass into the front of the net. Drops it behind him. Seminara, he can't handle it. Stolen off his stick by Griffith. Nolan Griffiths tears it across the blue line. He'll dump it in. Full head of steam. And Griffith joins the roster and is one of the biggest players on the Nationals as soon as he comes on the ice. Over the left wing side, Seminara tries to take a shot, easily deflected into the corner by Barry. Hubin, he tries to put it out front. Broken off his stick by McGowan. Another shot from a sharp angle. And back into the corner again. Puck comes right out to Barry, and he just grabs it and waits for the whistle. And there's our first period, as always, is brought to you by J&F Concrete and Ready Mix. 6 shots so far. Thoughts on the performance of Aiden Barry so far?
Barry's been pretty good. I mean, he hasn't exactly had any grade A scoring opportunities on him so far. Everything's kind of come from the outside. But he's played well. He's aggressive in his paint so far in tonight's game. He hasn't really allowed too many loose rebounds. He had the one go off his glove that he had to push forward. But other than that, he's played well so far in this first period.
That is to be expected as Barry continues to put up some fantastic numbers throughout last season and now into this season as well. Deflected right at the blue line, picked up by Bowers. Bowers over to Chard. Chard has Milne with him. Across the blue line, tries to make a move. Nice defensive play down low by Vandenacker. Chard trying to battle for the puck. Gets up to the half wall, kept in by the Nationals. Onto the stick of Milne. Milne walks in. He takes a shot. Goes right at the pads of Wilmore. Behind the net, now sent into the corner. That puck just gets thrown a little too high and will go out of play. So the Nationals get an offensive zone draw. As just a bit too much there on the shot by Vandenacker.
Nationals do a good job of getting it towards the middle of the net, but unfortunately for Milne, he wasn't able to get the exact shot off that he wanted. He was trying to maybe go upstairs, but he had too much pressure coming in the St. Thomas defender, so he had to shoot that low, and Wilmore made the save.
Back to the blue line. Heggie passes it over, and quick shot by Pace Roth and held on to again by Wilmore. So we'll have another face-off this time on the other side of Owen Wilmore.
And Wilmore's also looked good here tonight. I mean, yes, he's allowed the 1 goal so far, but otherwise he's faced the same amount of shots as Aiden Barry, but he's also been aggressive as well. He's made saves when he's needed to, and he's not afraid to be aggressive in that blue paint.
Not blaming him for the goal that he let up. That was not something you can easily read. So otherwise has played fairly solid, and we said this exact same thing last time the Stars were in town. Here comes Zurich across the blue line. Loses control of the puck, stolen back the other way by the Stars. Dobbin has a hold of it. Stolen off his stick. Turnovers plenty in the corner. Gert sends it around to Jenkins. Out the wall, another big hit in the corner. Physicality coming by Palmer. Back out to the blue line, kept in by Duarte. Duarte, drop pass. Back to Duarte. He tried to wind up for a slap shot, but ended up getting his stick lifted at the last second. Pass up to Dobbin. Dobbin just gets body blocked out of the way by Stubjen. And McGowan brings it back. He just comes in all the way himself, takes a shot. And Wilmore just puts it into the corner. Captain at the blue line. Onto the stick of Sanofi. Sanofi waits, fires, that goes off a leg. Stubjen picks it up. Ends up turning the puck over. Here come the Stars across the blue line. Drop pass to Phillips. Phillips gets his pocket picked. Great work by Wood. Wood's pass a little errant as it just can't reach the stick of Sanofi. Back to Wood. Wood can't handle the pass. That gets deflected in the corner net. Around the wall. Physicality starting to pick up a bit here as the Nationals starting to throw their bodies around. Julian almost winds up a man right in the slot. Tries to bring the puck down low. Stars getting close, but can't get the shot off on net. There's a man off. Nice play at the blue line as he holds the line. Brought back up, Jacob Julian. Nice little move between his own legs. He'll cut in. Julian shoots! And puck gets deflected high and out of play as it is just a delight to watch Jacob Julian work in the offensive zone.
I mean, this is just hockey IQ off the charts here. Julian didn't go in it with a lot of speed here, and the whole time he's looking across, and then he beats his man, goes trying to beat Wilmore up over on the blocker side, but once again, Wilmore recognizing whenever Julian gets a breakaway, he goes up and gets right away aggressive on him. Doesn't allow him to get too deep. He doesn't want to get any deeper than he wants to. So Wilmore holding off Jacob Julian's offensive ability for right now.
The benefit Julian has is when he goes on those kind of breakaways where he has to beat a guy, you don't even have to look fast. It's just he has that long stride that works very well to his play style. So it barely looks like he's trying half the time with his stride, but it's so much longer than everyone else's that he makes up for his speed.
Absolutely, and it reminds me a lot of a player like Connor McDavid in the NHL, where you don't really see him going that fast, but at the end of the day, he actually is going really fast.
Play down low, another chance. Puck is stopped behind the net, stolen back the other way by Levin. Drop pass to the blue line. Thrown down low again. Nickel can't handle it. Nationals turn it back. Across the blue line, Bowers just a little too much on that play. And we'll go for the offside, and a couple extra words afterwards between him and Girth. Or it's Vandenacker.
Just a few pleasantries here on our Wednesday night tradition.
Dinner plans.
Absolutely.
Where's the best place to go when you're afterwards?
Yep.
A lot of good places around the city. You guys just gotta discuss that.
Absolutely, and something that I've also noticed here tonight, that Lucas Chard, he's wearing a silver cage. Normally we see National players either wearing the fishbowl or the black cage, but Lucas Chard wearing silver cage.
Yeah, not something you typically see. But as the puck gets brought out across the blue lines, quickly Wood gets stolen off his stick. Stars will counterattack the other way. Puck deflected just behind the net. McGowan tries to get a stick on it.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Last minute of play in the first. Still 1-0 is your score. Stars still trying to find an answer for Aiden Barry. Girth blows a tirade at his own at the Nationals blue line as the Nationals bring it across the blue line now in the offensive zone. Palmer, far past to Heggie. Heggie, he just takes a shot. Was hoping for a deflection out front, but just out of reach. Here come the Stars, 2-on-3. Across the blue line, try to get the cross ice pass. Nobody there to receive it. McGowan will collect it for the Nationals and bring it back. He's got Julian with him. Cross ice pass, walks in, takes a shot down, loose puck down low. Wilmore, great drop, tracks it, and hangs on and gets the whistle. As the Nationals had a player coming right off the bench. Some fantastic vision by McGowan.
And McGowan with that nice little feed towards the backside. A good shot on that. The rebound was loose there for the Nationals to try to capitalize. Riley Wood, he wants to continue his point streak here tonight, but unfortunately Wilmore is able to make the save. Big save for St. Thomas here at the end of this first period.
Puck comes out just out of the reach of Heggie. So walks around and now it's Phillips. Phillips, he just makes a move inside. Almost gets past McGowan as well. Would have been a dangerous opportunity for the Stars, and that will do it for our first period of action. So the Nationals will head into the first intermission up 1-0 as you are watching the London Brewing Co-op Nationals hockey here on Rogers TV. We'll be back with our first intermission after this.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details. Watching hockey just got a power play with NHL Center Ice and Super Sports Pack. With up to 37 out-of-market NHL games a week, you'll always catch your favorite team no matter where you live. Whether it's big matchups you're looking for or following your top fantasy picks, it's all here. NHL Center Ice, part of the Rogers Super Sports Pack. All this for only $35.95 a month. Say Super Sports Pack into your voice remote to order.
When an impaired driver killed my brother DJ, some people used the A word. They called it an accident, but it wasn't. An accident implies that no one was at fault. But when someone impaired by alcohol and/or drugs chooses to drive, they're fully responsible for the crash that can result. So please, for the memory of my brother DJ and the thousands of families whose lives have been shattered by impaired drivers, let's drop the A word.
A crash caused by impaired driving is not an accident.
You're watching Rogers TV.
Welcome back, fans. I'm joined here with William Nickel from the St. Thomas Stars. Now, William, what is your favorite thing about playing for the St. Thomas Stars this season?
Oh, I love the rink. It's such a great fan base, and all the guys on the team are so nice, and it's a great atmosphere to play in.
So you're starting to practice with the Knights a little bit. How's that going for you?
Yeah, it's going well. I think it's really helping my development instead of staying in Ottawa, so I get to play sort of for two teams here, and hopefully I can crack the lineup next season. Yeah.
Awesome. You're ranked 6th for rookie points in the GOJHL so far. How are you putting up so many points for your team?
Oh, I think that, it's a team sport, so all my line mates are contributing, and I have great coaches and a great trainer, so just doing trying my best.
Awesome, and you guys are down 1 goal going into the second period. Yeah. What's your guys' game plan to kind of regroup and get some more goals?
Well, we got to play well in the D zone, and got to try and get pucks out and obviously create offense from there. So, yeah.
Perfect. Thanks so much, William. We'll be right back with more London Nationals and London Brewing Co-op right after this.
Heartbeat of Mother Earth, I feel you and embrace your warmth. I see you dancing through the trees. Your song floats on the summer breeze. Community, we come together. We are the voice of our ancestors. Thankful for how much you bless us. Feel the thunder in the drum. All our voices sing as one. Feel the power, feel the pride. Feel the drumbeat deep inside. Feel the boom, feel the bass. Let's let go of time and space. It'll make you dance, it'll make you sing. Ode Wegun, Wadok Wishin. The drum will lead you, take you far. Always remember who you are.
Sometimes, for a wish to come true, it takes a kingdom, because together is stronger. Tied tight, united we stand, in honor of one child's wish, to fuel the fire that will grant many more. Join the kingdom.
Game Day London takes readers behind the scenes and beyond the box scores, offering news, analysis, long form, and interviews, all produced by local journalists. Catch the coverage at GameDayLondon.com. Back here at the Western Fair Sports Center, after 20 minutes of play, the London Nationals leading the St. Thomas Stars 1-0. And been a very interesting period. It wasn't super exciting. It wasn't slow. It was kind of in the middle.
Absolutely. I mean, back and forth hockey. The Nationals had their scoring opportunities. St. Thomas didn't have any grade A scoring opportunities, but nonetheless, it was a period of the goaltenders. Aiden Barry, solid as always. Owen Wilmore, solid as always, even though he let in the one goal. So expecting to see a goaltenders matchup here tonight.
Absolutely. Taking a look at that one goal that we did see in the action here. Rylan Bowers making it on the score sheet for the London Nationals off a bit of a broken play shot by Lucas Sharp.
Absolutely. I mean, for Bowers, it's welcome back into the team. Gets in back here, returning here to the lineup tonight. That's his 8th goal. Again, continuing his point streak. He was out of the lineup, continuing to rack up the points, and it's great for head coach Dave Matzos to insert a guy like Bowers back into your lineup to help offload a guy like Jacob Julian, who's continuing to be red hot and provided some key offensive breakaways here so far tonight.
Absolutely. Had 2 so far in this game, both stopped by Stars goaltender Owen Wilmore. Seen 11 shots throughout this period, made 10 saves, has looked very solid so far for the Stars.
Absolutely. I mean, Wilmore is a goaltender that likes to fight for every save that he makes. I mean, a shot from the point there, he's able to make the save. This shot on Palmer, he fights off, gets the blocker on that one. I mean, he's a goaltender that likes to be aggressive in his blue paint. He's a good, solid positional goaltender. Doesn't like to get himself caught out of position. And I mean, when a guy like Julian's coming in with that type of speed, you want to be aggressive. You don't want to get too far deep into your net, or else that can result in trouble. So Owen Wilmore providing the key goaltending for St. Thomas, and he's one of the reasons why they're moving up the standings into the 8th seed.
Absolutely, and that's the thing that the Stars have really started to build on, is they got the talent in the back end, and that's really just a great place to start working on the rest of the game. On the other end, Aiden Barry doing Aiden Barry things.
Mr. Consistency, I mean, what can we say? Last year put up great numbers and continuing to do that this season. I mean, again, not a lot of these shots, as you're seeing on the screen, are coming from the outside. Nothing, that was maybe the only real shot that Barry had to save in tight, but other than that, Barry's been consistent all year long, even last year, so he's continuing to build himself as a better goaltender here in this league.
As we said at the top of the show, the keys of the game for both sides. For London, it was getting a lot of shots, have 11 shots so far in this game, leading in the shot category as opposed to last time they saw the Stars. What are you seeing differently from last time the Stars came to town?
What I'm seeing is the Stars are playing more a defensive style hockey. They're not really wanting to allow London to get any real danger in scoring chances besides the one that Jacob Julian had, those 2 breakaways. Other than that, they're not really being that aggressive, so I expect in period number 2 for them to maybe be a little more aggressive, trying to get that puck towards the middle of the ice and try to create those grade A scoring chances on Aiden Barry.
Now, on the other side, we said the Stars, it was mostly about their power play, and what we saw in their one opportunity they had, they didn't really get anything going. That's something they have had success with all season long, but what's not working so far?
Well, so far they've for the Nationals, they were moving the puck well. In St. Thomas, they haven't exactly done that yet. London's done a great job on their penalty kill of, putting their sticks into the lanes, making sure that nothing gets around. And again, a lot of the shots are from the outside. So St. Thomas with the 3rd ranked power play in the GOJHL, not exactly off to the right start so far here tonight, 0 for 1.
We know they're probably going to get another chance or 2 throughout this game. Nationals, the most penalized team in the Western Conference, and we will be back with more of our first intermission and the second period after this.
My dad was a railway porter. It was just about the only job a black man could get. But he had big plans for us. Music would be our ticket out of poverty. I knew we couldn't afford that piano, so I practiced twice as hard.
Nice, Daisy. Okay, Oscar, let's hear it.
Turns out, I wasn't half bad. Then I found jazz, or it found me. It wasn't all easy, though. I faced a lot of hate, but I found my stage. They call me the man with 4 hands. Well, I don't know about that, but let's see how far this ticket takes me.
From Montreal to Carnegie Hall and far beyond, Oscar Peterson became one of the most recorded and celebrated jazz musicians of all time.
With clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
Did you know all the camera operators for tonight's game are volunteers? Rogers TV volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. If you're interested, visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. Taking a look at our Paul Duarte and Associates shots on goal after 20 minutes of play. Shots 11-8 in favor of the London Nationals, and the score still stands at 1-0. Now looking forward to our next game next week here, same time, same place on Rogers TV. The London Nationals welcome their heated rival in the Leamington Flyers. A battle of first versus second. Huge implications on the line. Still, that top spot is up for grabs. It's anyone's game.
Absolutely, and I mean, Leamington's been the thorn to London's side the last couple of seasons here in the GOJHL. So next Wednesday night, be sure to tune in at 7 o'clock. It's going to be one heck of a game. Expect lots of scoring. And these two teams, they don't exactly like each other. So London versus Leamington, going to be one heck of a game.
They don't like each other. Oh, that's shocking. I would never have. I thought they were best of friends. It's almost like what we saw on Saturday night with when the South Vipers came to town. As we get set here, both teams getting them back on the ice. Stars, as we said, bit of a defensive game they played in that first period. Do you think they're going to keep up that way, or do you think they're going to try to change mentalities a bit, play more of the national style?
Well, we'll see what really happens here. I mean, I expect the Stars to maybe start to play a little more to the London style, like you mentioned, and try to be more aggressive, try to activate their defense a little more. I mean, a guy like Vandenacker, I expect him to try to get onto the score sheet. You know, he's one of those guys that can step in. I mean, JC mentioned it off the top of the broadcast, how these international players, you know, haven't had this rivalry, the Battle of Highbury Avenue. So a guy like Zurich for the Nationals is going to be a guy that's going to be key to step up here tonight.
Defensively, the Stars don't have that big goal scorer on the back end. Jenkin leading the way with 3 goals on the season, and they would love to get a little more offense from the back end. Face-off won by the Stars, brought back out. Girth will play it around. Vandenberg managed to stop it, but he manages to clear the zone. Sanity, quick turn the other way. Just tries to run over the Stars defender. But the puck will be picked up by the Stars. Jenkin, cross ice to Girth. Girth lead pass intended for Nickel out of his reach. Laid down in the corner by Vandenberg. Vandenberg walks out front. Nice chance, and Barry has to make a stretch save. That's probably his best save of the night.
For sure is, and this is, again, kind of a bit of a broken play as the play swings down low, comes right out front, the forehand to the backhand. Barry stretching across the 5-hole open there for St. Thomas, trying to capitalize, and you can just see it there as William Nickel had an open opportunity and is unable to cash in. A big save here for Barry early on, not even 30 seconds into the second period.
Not a bad way to get your focus back on the action. And Vandenacker, he falls down right at the blue line. Manages to get the puck down behind the Nationals' red line. Ends up on the stick of Milne. Milne turns, puts up the wall just out of reach of Lucas Chard. Stugent sends it out. Brought back out across the blue line. Nationals try to get a hold of it, and will. Cross ice over to Pace Roth, stolen quickly off his stick by Hubin. And Stars trying to maintain possession. Chard battling for it. Looks like Milne got the puck up high. Not too happy with that play. Rylan Bowers on the far side. Battle for the puck, still trying to come away with it. Puck gets flicked into the neutral zone. And be collected by Sturgeon. Back to the blue line, Bowers. Just out of his reach, he gets it, tries to get it to Chart. Stars across the blue line now, Hubin, he walks in, takes a shot. Just catches the glove of Barry. Stars have it at the half wall, now picked up by the Nationals. They try to flip the puck out. Possession finally picked up again. Milne tried to get a hold of it. He managed to get to Chart, but quickly turned back on the stick of the Stars. bouncing puck all over the place to start the period. Walk across the blue line, walks in, takes a shot, rebound, shoots, and just ends up behind the net. Saw the mesh shake right at the end there, almost thought it went in. Bowers gets the puck out, tipped at the last second, and we will see I believe a hand pass on the play. So we will have a face-off just outside of the national zone.
Yeah, once again, Aiden Berry having to come up big on that play as the shot went towards goal, and he got his stick kind of caught right in one of the St. Thomas players' chest as he had to try to fight to get his stick back. So nonetheless, they move it up the ice and a hand pass was called, so a face-off will come just to the outside of the St. Thomas end as they're just currently getting the puck, which ended up back down in behind Aiden Berry as he had to go retrieve it.
Just under 3 minutes gone here in the second period. Shots 4-0 in favor of the Stars. Picked up by the Nationals. Duarte tries to bring it across the blue line. Kept in at the blue line, out front. Deflected into the corner by Wilmore. Up to the blue line, just bounces over the blade of McGowan. McGowan tries to bring it in, can't get it by Catrice. Puck gets stopped up, and the Stars try to clear the zone. Gets to the blue line, Jackson Dobbin. Makes the puck, moves it out. Into the offensive zone, takes a shot just to the left-hand side of Berry, and he just connects on the glove save as the puck bounces off the back wall.
And once again, Berry being the busier of the two goaltenders so far, as St. Thomas has brought in a little more offensive pressure here so far in the second period. And again, that puck bounces off the end boards. Aiden Berry being aggressive as he always is, makes that glove save, able to get a whistle, get a fresh line change, and get the Bowers line out there.
Face-off won by the Nationals. Puck gets a bit of a collision right at the red line. And we'll see another hand pass get called, as I believe it goes off the glove of Milne, before it ends up on the stick of another Nationals player.
Now, you also mentioned, Kyle, the physicality has also picked up here in the second period as the physical play has been thrown around. We're seeing a few of the Nationals. Milne's been getting involved. Bowers likes to throw the body as well. And then Braden Sandovi also likes to throw those big hits too. So physicality returning back into London's lineup.
Stubgen keeps the puck in on the far side. He'll take a shot from the blue line. Ends up right in the glove of Owen Wilmore. And leading the physicality we see a lot. Haven't seen too much from Sandovi yet, as he's normally one of the focal points for the physicality for the Nationals. But Nolan Milne, another one who has really picked it up, despite being one of the smaller players on the team, who has no fear whatsoever throwing his body around.
Absolutely, and that's a teammate that you love to have, right? I mean, you have a guy that will do anything for the sake of the team, and you know, for a guy like Milne with his stature, that's something you gotta love.
Milne's play as well has really ended up getting him rewarded, playing on the top line for a little bit, and now currently playing on that second line with Chard and Bowers. Puck down in the corner, picked up by the Nationals. Stubgen. Turned back around, picked up by McGowan behind the net. Gets it up to Bunker. Bunker couldn't clear the zone. Stars aggressive forecheck, keeps the puck in. Puck walks in, takes the shot. That one just goes over the net. Seminara, he takes a shot from distance. Nice, easily tracked play there by Berry.
Yeah, St. Thomas, you mentioned it, they're getting a real heavy forecheck now going here in this second period. They're not allowing the London D a lot of time to try to make that breakout pass, and it looked like maybe a 3-on-1 turned into a 2-on-1 right out in front of Aiden Berry, but Berry able to stand tall as we are approaching the 5-minute mark here in this second period.
Face-off won by the Nationals. Try to clear it out, gets to the half wall, tipped out by Sandovi. Now on the stick of Julian. Julian tries to drop it for Sandovi coming across the blue line, but quickly turned back the other way by Snedden. Puck gets sent a little too far ahead, and it will go for an icing.
We haven't exactly seen London with any real offensive opportunities so far in this second period, as The shots currently read 16-13 in favor of St. Thomas, so London needing to do a better job of shooting the puck on the net.
Down low, Sandy tries to get a shot right off the face-off. Gets turned aside. Sandy again with the puck. Sends up to the blue line. Kept in by Griffiths. On the far side, Lawrence will try to keep it in. Pressure down low. Wood tries to throw it out to the front of the net. Up to the blue line. Lawrence will pick it up. Cross ice to Griffiths. Back to Lawrence. Breakout pass to Sanavy. Sanavy tries to send the puck into the center ice area. That goes off a leg. Long pass just out of the reach of Clark. And no icing on the play as it gets waved off at the last moment. Puck gets up to the blue line. Brought out now. Just out of the reach of Julian as he tried to get himself going in the offensive zone. Now the other way. Here comes Phillips. He makes a move. Down low, takes the backhand shot. Goes off the glove of Barry. Now into the corner. Phillips again. Loses control. Picked up by Wood. Wood across the blue line. He tries to give a lead pass to Duarte. Duarte gets muscled off the puck. Sent back up the wall. Nationals trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Duarte hits it to the blue line. Puck brought out. Pace Roth sets back to regroup. Pass intended for Zurich, just a little too far behind him. Patrice will steal it and bring it into the offensive zone for the Stars. Onto the far side, Jackson Dobbin throws it behind the net. Medeiros will play it back to Dobbin. Trying to get a bit of help there. Pellerin, he'll get stolen off his stick. Nationals back into the neutral ice. Dobbin, nice steal as he just bats that puck out of midair. Ace Roth tries to throw a lead pass to Zurich going through the middle. Stolen back Nickel. He tries to get a hold of the puck. A little bit of support from his teammates. We will have another whistle here as it's going to be, I believe, a too many men call coming to the St. Thomas Stars. As the Nationals will head to the power play for the second time tonight. 0 for 1, didn't really have too many good chances, but could be a big opportunity for them here as they get a chance to extend their lead.
And you can see it on your screen. You can count 1, 2, 3, and another player coming on late off the bench. So the referee catches that one, and once again, another power play here for London, their second of the game so far. And again, St. Thomas needing to prevent that. Their penalty kill so far, 20% something I'm sure they want to improve on.
Absolutely. Brought back up to the blue line. I'll talk to him on McGowan. A little bit of pitch and catch between him and Bowers. Julian, nice patience. Cross ice pass into the slot. Chard, he takes a shot onto the stick of Julian. Julian right out front. Foul. Beautiful passing play. Ends up in the back of the net. Riley Wood makes no mistake as the Nationals go up 2-0.
That is now point number 30 for Riley Wood. Again, beautiful passing play. Julian finds Wood right in the middle of the blue paint front of the net. He's able to tap that one in, open net, beats Wilmore. And now with 30 points in his 16th game, he's almost averaging, which is crazy, 2 points a game so far early on this season.
Absolutely, that would be 2 players on the team averaging over 2 points a game between him and Jacob Julian, who has 33 points now in this, the 14th game of the season. Now brought across the blue line. McGowan, great hustle as he just casually gets by the Stars defender. Back to the blue line, Bunker, he takes a shot. Take the side by Wilmore into the netting and out of play. As we said, that first power play opportunity by the Nationals didn't really get anything going, and then just tic-tac-toe, beautiful passing ends up in the back of the net for them, as that power play absolutely lethal, as we said, operating at over 28% as it continues to roll.
Absolutely, and I mean, anytime you have guys like Bowers or Julian or Wood, especially on that power play unit, they're able to create some magic. And on that plate, you know, Julian had an opportunity to maybe take a shot, but then the St. Thomas defender went down for the block, and it created the opportunity for Julian to make that pass over to Wood, and he put it in the back of the net. No mistake about it.
Absolutely. Puck brought out now. The Nationals try to get it in the offensive zone. Sent down low by Collins. McGowan turns it back the other way. Thrown right to the Stars bench. And they're going to get called for too many men once again, as the aggressive line change ends up hurting them for their second time in under 2 minutes.
Well, and that play was a smart one by the Nationals. They shot it towards the London bench, or pardon me, the St. Thomas bench, as a player was coming on, another player going off. It hit his skate, and the officials catch that one right away. So a second straight, too many men on the ice call for St. Thomas, and London goes right back to work on their power play with a top unit back out on the ice trying to capitalize once again.
Absolutely. Beautiful work by Owen McGowan, as you can't take those relaxed line changes. Right out front, Shard takes a shot. Beautiful save by Wilmore. Sent behind the net. Wood battling for it. Gets some help by the other Nationals attackers. Cross ice to Julian. Julian cross ice, walks in, takes a shot from Bowers. That goes deflected, almost out of play. Stays in though, and the Stars will clear the zone. Quick hustle coming on the puck is Dobbin. Nationals will send it around the boards. Picked up by Shard. Shard leads the rush. Full head of steam right up the middle of the ice. Almost gets stripped of the puck. Wood has Julian right in the slot. Beautiful read, passes out front. Bowers takes a shot. Bowers just whistles it wide. McGowan collects it for the Nationals. Drop pass. Intended for a streaking Julian, but Julian had to go back and get it himself. 50 seconds left in the power play. Julian now. Nice move, gets around one defender, has it in the corner. Nationals starting to get us set up again. Bowers walks into the slot, tries to put it right on the stick of Chard, right in front of the net. Julian, cross ice, Bowers tries to take a shot, that gets deflected. Julian again, puts it back up the wall. McGowan at the point. McGowan, Bowers to Wood. Wood can't handle it. McGowan again, he takes a shot, deflected out front. Loose puck, Wilmore doesn't see it, bouncing, puck still finds its way in the back of the net. And the chaos ensues in front of the Stars net. Wilmore had no idea where the puck ends up, and it ends up on the stick of Rylan Bowers as he doubles dips and gets his second of the game in.
And this puck bounces around, shot goes up in the air. It hits Wilmore off behind him in his pad and goes in. And I think on that play, Wilmore maybe felt that he got interfered with as it bounced back down below him and back into the back of the net for Rylan Bowers. He gets his second goal of the contest, and I'm sure on that one, Wilmore is confused as to how that puck got to the back of the net for sure. And so just like that, now London has a 3-0 lead midway through the second period.
A couple undisciplined calls by the Stars have come back to bite them as the Nationals battle for the puck in the corner. Duarte trying to muscle his way onto the puck. Stars will come away with it. Up the left wing side now. Attacking zone, trying to get the puck right in the front of the net. No one there for the Stars to receive. Behind the Nationals net, Case Rock. Up to Duarte. Duarte tries to deflect it out. Gets it on the stick of Palmer. Palmer does clear, but turn back the other way. Phillips down in the corner. Just gets it away. Still kept in by the Stars. Quick shot. Another one just goes wide. Kept in the blue line by Catrice. Catrice takes a shot. Bouncing puck out front. Deflection almost ends up right on the stick of another Stars player. Skating in. Dobbin takes a shot. Beautiful play right there by Nickel. As another chance right in the slot. Barry getting his first big workout here of the second period as the Stars, a couple quick chances.
Yeah, Barry had to work good on that one as the puck was going back towards his left as he was sliding towards his right, so he had to reach a little extra for that one. Not exactly Windmill Wednesday yet, but we're going to be getting there close.
Another quick shot off the face-off. A little backhand attempt there by Vandenberg. The Nationals will clear the zone. And the puck will not go for an icing as the ref waves it off. Vandenberg. A bit of a breakout pass. Almost stolen back by the Nationals. Now across the blue line in the offensive zone. Jackson Dobbin with it. Back to the blue line. Another shot deflected down. Nice easy save by Barry, as he's had quite a few of those pucks from the long distance where he can track it well and just grab it and bring it right down to the ice.
And a lot of those shots that have come from the outside, there hasn't been a lot of traffic in front of the net. So you talk about the tracking ability for Aiden Barry. You know, they always say it, if you can't see it, you can't stop it. But Barry's able to see these shots from long distance. He's able to make the glove save, and he's able to get a whistle.
Another quick face-off win by the Stars. Another shot on net. Two quick shots coming off the stick of Andrew Seminara. Try to tee up another one. Walks in, another shot. Seminara almost gets the deflection out front off the stick of Sturgeon. But Barry stands up to the task and makes another couple key saves.
Seminara just made his move a little bit early, trying to deflect that puck down underneath Aiden Barry, but nonetheless, he's able to, again, track it well from the point and make the save. And now as we're approaching the eight minutes to go here in period number 2, as St. Thomas has gotten 23 shots so far in tonight's contest.
Puck gets sent around the boards as will be brought up by Griffiths. Stolen now across the blue line. Here comes Calling. Calling tries to get a puck right out front. Loose opportunity, but sent against the wall by the Stars. Hubin, cross ice over to Seminara. He walks into the slot, winds up, takes a shot. Now a pad save by Barry. Seminara just follows up his own chance. Another backhand chance. Loose puck down low. Barry can't find it. Tries to make a sprawling save. Puck stays in. Girth makes a play at the blue line. Stars generating a bit more offense here. Seminara, he can't handle it. This is a couple times now the Stars have managed to get out their top line against the call-up line for the Nationals. Here comes Griffith across the blue line. He's got two with him. Walks in, takes a shot. Beautiful blocker saved by Wilmore. Had to be sharp as Griffiths had two men with him.
Yeah, you could sense on that play there, as we take a look at some of Aiden Barry's work, is there. He was sprawling around. A great save there as he had to make a key stop there on Hubin, as Hubin was able to get it on the wraparound, and he's able to make that big save. And then at the other end, the big man in Griffiths able to go in on an almost 3-on-1, and he showed patience, didn't make the pass. He elected to go for the shot, and it was a good one on Owen Wilmore. It tested him as it goes off the blocker and up and out of play. And so another offensive opportunity here for the Nationals.
So face-off will happen now just to the right-hand side of Owen Wilmore. Snedden in the face-off dot against Jacob Julian. Julian wins the draw. Played at the blue line, goes off a leg, but Phillip gets a little caught up with the Nationals defender. Puck brought out. Sanity tries to bank it off the boards, just gets a little too much on it. Snedden picks it up, tries to do a cross-ice pass. That goes a little too far, ends up on a stick of the Nationals. Across the blue line. Walking in, trying to get a pass down low to Julian as Riley Wood. Back the other way. Across the blue line comes Snedden. Just ends up rimming the puck around. Blows a tire right at the wall. I believe that is Pace Roth. Seems to be okay. As no one around just catches a rut. Julian falls down on the play. He managed to just get the puck into the offensive zone. And it will be a tripping call on the play as well. So the Nationals get their third consecutive power play of the night. 2 for 3 on the play, including goals on their last 2 attempts.
You'll see it here on the replay as again Caroline goes right in and he has a stick out late, trips up Jacob Julian, hence the officials call the tripping, and once again, London going back to their power play. And again, it's been looking dangerous here with Bowers potting 2 goals so far here tonight. 1 especially on the power play.
Sandy tries to get that cross-ice pass. That ends up in a skate. The Nationals regrouping. Owen McGowan carries across the blue line. Cross-ice right in the slot. Beautiful opportunity. Still loose. Now on the stick of Sandy. Sandy can't get it out front. Zurich, that was his best chance I think I've seen him have in a Nationals uniform. Sandy, he gets hit. Ends up on the stick of Zurich. Back to the blue line of McGowan. Cross ice pass. Onto the stick of Palmer. Back to McGowan. Nationals giving their second unit a bit more time to operate here. Case Roth fans on the shot, still maintains possession. Waiting for a bit of a change. Slow change on the far side, walks in, takes the shot. Comes off the stick of Riley Wood. Back to Palmer at the blue line. Palmer circles over to McGowan. McGowan doesn't like his shot opportunity, cycles back to the top of the zone. Another shot pass by Wood over to Pace Roth. He takes a shot. That one goes over the net. Nationals getting a lot of shots, but a lot just going right over the head of Wilmore. You know where they want to shoot. Palmer loses his stick. Just kicked out of his reach by one of the Stars defenders. McGowan takes a shot. That hits a leg. Kept in though. Pace Roth waits. Circles back. 15 seconds remaining. After the blue line, pays McGowan now. He takes a shot from distance. Loose puck down low. Still can't get on hold of it. And the puck will clear. And Pellerine will come out. McGowan brings it down behind the net. Sends it around to Lucas Chard on the far side. Over to Bowers. Bowers can't handle the pass. Collected by the Stars as they'll try to bring it out. Pellerin tries to bring it down low. He can't handle the shot. Another shot, shoots, and scores! Catches Aiden Berry awkwardly and finds its way through as the Stars finally get on the board.
Yeah, Pellerin, who had served the tripping minor on that, goes right onto the ice, and he's able to get that one. That is his second goal on the campaign, and he just comes in off the rush on this play. He sees the shot, and it's deflected out in front, and he's able to capitalize on that one. The shot coming from Vandenberg on that play, and a deflection in front of the net fools Aiden Berry, and now St. Thomas has gotten down to a 2-goal lead. It's now 3-1.
Exactly what the Stars needed here late in the second period. How to cut that gap down to 2. If you can try to pot one more here in the dying moments of the second period, you have a chance. And they're going to get a power play opportunity to try to get back in this game. Call coming here to the Nationals. Boarding is the call. So it looks like it will be, I believe that is Rylan Bowers heading to the box.
Yeah, play happens down inside St. Thomas territory. Bowers going in a little too aggressively on that play, and he will go sit for 2 minutes. And St. Thomas, like we mentioned, already have trimmed that lead down to 2, looking to maybe trim it down to 1 here as we close out period number 2.
And we've said it a couple times already, power play is the key way that the Stars get their offense moving. So this will be a huge opportunity for them. Puck carried by Nickel. Across the blue line into the offensive zone. Drop pass to Jenkins at the blue line. Nice little cross-ice pass into the slot area. Vandenberg can't handle it. The Nationals will clear it and send it back down. Wilmore comes out to play it. Leaves it for Jenkins. Up to Vandenberg. Across the blue line, he gets stood up by Hagee. Chard will just put it behind the net. Griffith's up there. He tries to move it, gets stolen off his stick as the Stars will continue the offense. Back to Nickel. Nickel carries it down and around the circle. Gets pushed into the wall by Chard, and the puck gets cleared again. Nationals going to quickly try to get 3 of their defenders off. Nagy, the lone man out. Jenkins gets it across the blue line. Lets the Stars try to get a setup going. Sends it down into the corner. The Nationals try to clear the zone, but can't quite get it out. Now they will. Puck sent hard all the way down, right on the Stars' net. Playing on the far side, Catrice. Sends it over, Hubin will bring it out. Captain of the Stars, Nick Hubin. Back to the blue line. Another shot, that one tries to find a way through traffic. Loose puck down low. Barry still far out of his net. Finally recovers. Stars had a chance, couldn't capitalize. Right up front, one-time opportunity in the slot. Bobbles it just a little too long. Can't quite get it out. Sandovi. Puck clears out of the zone now. Julian throws a hard hit right at the last second as the Nationals clears the puck into the offensive zone. The Nationals penalty kill continues to be just a little too physical for the Stars to handle as they get pushed around once again and get no real chances. Last minute here, puck just pinning on the boards. Milne right out front, backhand chance. Bowers looking for the hat trick, but the puck just goes over the net. Chard walks in, he takes a shot in tight. Loose puck still can't end up on a stick, and Milne just gets a couple extra shots by Wilmore and a couple more as we're going to see a bit of a group activity up front of the Stars net. As Owen Wilmore not too thrilled by what Nolan Milne doing out front of his net.
Yeah, Wilmore not happy on that play as it happened out in front. He didn't like the fact that they were fishing around in the paint. And there's still some dinner plan conversations going on. As going to serve the penalty there is going to be Vandenacker. As again, plays out in front, you can see it's Milne. He gets taken down, and then Wilmore frustrated with Milne all night long, and I'm going to assume that Wilmore is going to get a penalty, and he's talking to official Hillary Brennan right now, just talking about the fact that he hasn't liked the net front play a few of the Nationals players right now, so he's still frustrated right now, and he's showing his emotions, and he needs to get himself back in check here late here in this second period.
Face-off won by the Nationals. We'll get a power play here for the last 24 seconds of the period. And if they don't capitalize, they will go into the third with another power play opportunity.
33 for St. Thomas. Vandenacker, 2 for Ruffing at 19.
So Vandenacker, the only one getting a penalty on the play. Wilmore gets away with nothing, which is a little surprising, but the Nationals still have the power play nonetheless. Chard down low, Wood back to Chard again, can't handle it, another whistle blows. I believe the net goes off. As is tradition at the Western Fair, the right post goes off in the home net. Face off again, quickly won by the Nationals. Julian overskates it a little bit, deflection out front. Chard can't get a stick on it. Julian down the ice. McGowan tries to take a shot at the last second, but the whistle will blow, and we will head into the second intermission. The Nationals applying a little more offense, getting 2 more on the board. Stars come back with 1 of their own, so we will head into the second intermission. 3-1 is your score. You are watching London Blue and Co-op Nationals hockey here on Rogers TV.
I'm Carolyn Cameron, host at Sportsnet.
And that's the question mark for what the next step the NHL and the players will take.
I decided to volunteer at Rogers TV because I was in broadcast journalism school in London, Ontario, and I wanted to get a little bit more experience.
So Jeremy, didn't do too great in Ultimate Frisbee.
No.
I wanted to learn behind the scenes, learn different roles, while at the same time figuring out what I like to do.
I'm a little afraid, but I'm kind of excited too. I mean, look at this getup. Is this not the coolest
My
getup?
time at Rogers TV really helped me in my career because it really set the stage for what I do now. I was learning about radio broadcasting in school. All of my TV experience came from Rogers TV.
I look the part though, right?
Exactly.
With this and the camera, I'm all set.
Especially working on air, that definitely helped me land a job at Sportsnet.
Blood in the urine is the most common symptom of bladder cancer. Don't ignore this warning sign, not even once.
Welcome back, fans. I'm here joined with Riley Wood from the London Nationals. Riley, what's your favorite thing about playing for the London Nationals so far this season?
I think it's definitely a great group of guys. We all have a great amount of fun, and we all get along very well.
Awesome, awesome. So I heard you're a fisher, and you like to fish. What is the biggest fish you've ever caught?
I caught like 24, 25-inch pike one time in Manitoulin with my friends. It's a pretty big fish.
Very cool. You guys are up 3-1 going into the third period. 2-goal lead, one of the most dangerous leads in hockey. What are you guys planning to do going into the third period?
Hopefully keep the score 3-1 or better. Keep playing some good defense and, I don't know, lock the game down.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Riley. We'll be right back with more London Nationals hockey and London Brewing Co-op right after this.
Heartbeat of Mother Earth, I feel you and embrace your warmth. I see you dancing through the trees. Your song floats on the summer breeze. Community, we come together. We are the voice of our ancestors. Thankful for how much you bless us. Feel the thunder in the drum. All our voices sing as one. Feel the power, feel the pride. Feel the drumbeat deep inside. Feel the boom, feel the bass. Let's let go of time and space. It'll make you dance, it'll make you sing. Ode Wegun, Wadok Wishin. The drum will lead you, take you far. Always remember who you are.
Yo. Yep. Okay, I'll be there.
Join Mike Jack, who holds multiple world records for eating spicy peppers, as he challenges London restaurants to make the spiciest dishes they can, and then he eats them. This week, he visits Dos Tacos, Typhoon, and Bake Vibes. Watch Jack Up the Heat Mondays and Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Back here at the Western Fair Sports Center, the Nationals offense comes alive as they plot two more. The Stars do manage to put one on the board, but it was pretty much all Nationals, mostly due to the special teams.
Absolutely. I mean, the St. Thomas Stars had two consecutive too-many men on the ice penalties, which resulted in London being able to capitalize on their power play. Riley Wood getting a power play goal, Ryland Bowers getting his second goal of the contest. So special teams proving big here tonight for London, and it's costing St. Thomas here so far in this game.
Absolutely. Just looking at what we saw in those goals, the Nationals power play just clicking on all cylinders, special.
Absolutely. You talked about it right off the top on that goal. It was a beautiful passing play, led to Riley Wood getting the goal, and then right there, A little bit of a funny bounce leads to Ryland Bowers getting his second goal of the game as it deflected off of Wilmore, and then St. Thomas is able to capitalize on a deflection. As Pellerine was able to get a deflection on that one, and we sit 3-1. So it's a good spot for the St. Thomas Stars as they are currently down by 2. As you can see, Wood getting his 12th, Bowers his 9th, Pellerine getting his 2nd, and again, Julian, Wood, they're collecting their points, so the big guys are stepping up when they need to, and it's a welcome addition to have Ryland Bowers back in the lineup.
Absolutely, and just taking a look at the top scorers in the Western Conference as well, in the entire GOJHL, you can see there is a consistency here. We don't think I've seen this in a long time for the Nationals. 2, 3, 4, Julian, Shard, Wood, all just powering up, just throwing all kinds of points on the board tonight, and plus all 3 of them points tonight as well. Julian 1 on the night, Shard with 2, and Wood with 3. So all 3 of those guys just continue to move their way up and try to take over that top spot held there on this top scorer.
Absolutely. I mean, and I'm sure it's going to be a goal for those 3 guys to try to chase each other in that standings board. As you know, again, those numbers are not including tonight's numbers. So a guy like Shard getting himself multiple points, Riley Wood getting points, and Julian getting an assist as well. So those numbers are continuing to increase, and we'll see how far they can battle and maybe climb to the number 1 position and try to outseed Dylan DeCoe of the Caledonia Covers.
And another interesting name on that list as well, Sam O'Reilly, top rookie scorer in the entire GOJHL as well. And he is having a fantastic season, 25 points, and is currently on a 9-game goal streak right now, which is unbelievable. Out of the lineup tonight, should be back for next week's contest, so we'll see if he can continue this offensive output rolling for him. But back to tonight's action. Both goaltenders doing fantastic work between the pipes. As we said, it was just great passing and a kind of a misplay that happened for the Nationals, but Owen Wilmore, fantastic work overall.
Absolutely. I mean, you expect nothing less from both of these goaltenders. And Wilmore, he likes to be one of those fighting goaltenders. He's in it for every play. I mean, right then, Jacob Julian's able to make a key save right there on that play. And Julian, again, offensive opportunity denied by Wilmore. Wilmore's been able to fight. And again, the goals that he's allowed tonight haven't exactly been ones where you can say, well, he should have had that one, or, you know, maybe that one, he could have made a different play on that one. But he's been able to fight for every puck here tonight. And again, there was that odd bounce that Bowers got one off the back, and Wilmore was frustrated on that one as he felt that he might have maybe gotten interfered with, but nonetheless, Wilmore doing a good job here tonight.
Interfered with or not, that's unfortunately one of the plays where it's the ref's going to have to make the call. Focus on the play, stop the puck. That is your job. On the other end of the ice, Aiden Barry got beat on the one goal we saw there off that deflection out front. It looked like he could have tracked it, but a beautiful tip is what ended up getting by him. And otherwise, stellar performance between the pipes.
I mean, we're seeing this pretty much every week we're here at the Western Fair. We're seeing Aiden Barry perform really well so far. He's centered to every shot that he's faced. And like you mentioned, that goal that he did allow, it was a deflection that was right up in tight. He was square to the puck, but it unfortunately beat it. But again, you're seeing a lot of these shots. He's square to it, not too many rebounds allowed, and anything that is a rebound, he puts it into the corner. So Aiden Barry, as always, making a stellar performance here inside the Western Fair.
Absolutely no surprises between the pipes for the London Nationals. Exactly what they expected coming into this season with him between the net. And even when Michael Lindsley has been in, the Nationals goaltending has not been an issue whatsoever throughout this entire season. And we'll see if Barry can keep up his stellar play as we get set for the third period here on the London Bruin Co-op Nationals Hockey Podcast.
I'm a singer-songwriter from Six Nations, and I've been writing songs about my experience, and with that being said, it's helped me hold hope in my heart in following my dreams and being resilient to everyday Indigenous battles. Competition between spirit, earth, and wind, let me tell you now. This song in particular, The Shiner, is a special song that I wrote for my grandfather. He was a snow snake maker, and that is a Haudenosaunee winter sport. It's my job to educate and to share, and the music allows me to do that. He'll be shining snow snakes and mud cats to the end of his days.
It's about sharing and caring. It's about doing and belonging. It's about living life to its fullest. And it's about laughing out loud. We are L'Arche Canada, and we're about witnessing and sharing the gifts of all people. Learn more about us today.
Watch, play, and win every Monday night at 8 p.m. with Optimus TV Bingo on Rogers TV. Cards are available at multiple London locations and are good for all 3 games. Weekly jackpots total $3,000. And taking a look at our Paul Duarte and Associates shots on goal. The Stars come out hard in that second period, putting up 20 shots. And the Nationals still only come back the other way with 11 of their own. So overall, Nationals trailing now in shots, 28-26. And our next game next Wednesday as the London Nationals take on the Leamington Flyers as we get set here for the third period. And as always, our third period is brought to you by Collins Clothiers. Jacob Julian, he carries it across the blue line. Gets hit right up top. Kept in by McGowan. Nationals will start with a minute of power play time. Trying to get a puck down low by Bowers. That gets picked off. And Girth will just play it out. Nationals reset up the wall to Bowers. Cross ice, back to McGowan. McGowan brings it across the blue line. Throws it hard around the boards. Bowers back to the point. McGowan over to Julian. Julian's pass gets tipped. Now floats out into neutral ice again. I think a stale start to the Nationals power play. Bowers to Chard. Chard across the blue line. Stops up. Circles back again. Tries to cut into the slot area. Passes down low to McGowan. Back out front. Chard tries to take a one-timer. That gets deflected and sent back into neutral ice. 30 seconds left in the power play. Nationals trying to bring out half the second unit. McGowan cross ice over to Chard. Chard tries to make a move. Gets stopped up at the blue line, but gets it across anyway. Battle for the puck continues. Catrice strips him, but can't clear the zone. Over McGowan, 2 seconds left. Walks in, big one-timer, shoots and scores! As the power play expires, the Nationals go up by 3 again.
The shot from the point gets deflected, and Braden Sandovy's able to get himself on the score sheet in tonight's contest. Bowers with the one-timer, it goes off the skate of Sanovy as he for sure felt that one and deflects into the net. It doesn't matter how, but how many, and for Sanovy, he gets another one on the score sheet for him. That is his 3rd goal on the campaign, point number 10 for him on the season, and I'm sure he felt that one go off the skate, but he'll be happy nonetheless. That puck goes into the back of the net, and London restores its 3-goal lead.
Yeah, Sandovi, that's probably not his favorite goal he scored, as ends up going off the bench in a bit of pain, but does not look like he will be out of action at all.
I'm sure he prefers to shoot it, obviously, and try to go bar down, but you'll take one off the leg and take one for the team in that scenario.
Yeah, exactly. And that puck will not go as a power play goal, as the power play had just expired the second before. But the quick movement gets the Nationals back to a 3-goal lead here, just under 2 minutes into the third period. Quick play by Francis as he tries to skate his way around Heggie. Gets stalled up though. Palmer, nice quick passes across the blue line. There's Dundas now. Dundas tries to hit Palmer in the slot. It's stopped up. Somewhere with the puck. Palmer takes a shot, sharp angle. That one hits the crossbar, and the play will be stopped as Wilmore ends up pushing the net off its moorings.
We're just underneath the 2-minute mark here in this third period as the linesman's making sure that the net does not go off of its moorings, which we've seen quite a lot here in tonight's contest, as Again, the Nationals are going to send their big line out there with Julian, Wood, and Sandoval.
Julian tries to get to Wood. Wood takes a shot that gets deflected off the stick of Nickel and ends up in the corner. Played down low, Jenkins. Nice steal. Gets the puck up to the half wall. Bouncing puck off the wall, sent back down into the Stars territory. Wilmore comes out to play it. Onto the stick of Jenkins. Jenkins just dumps it down the length of the ice. Picked up by the Nationals. Nice awkward little pass by Wood. Almost ends up on the stick of Julian. Girth plays it over to Jenkins again. Back to Girth. Jenkins and Girth making Julian skate back and forth. As the Nationals try to bring it out, get to the blue line, and get in the offensive zone. Haggy tries to hit a pass onto the stick of Sandoval. Sandoval just battles for the puck, tries to get it back, ends up still on the stick of the Stars. Nickel, he can't get a hold of it. Stays in the offensive zone. Girth now. He'll just dump it back behind this National zone net. Vandenberg, he gets pinned against the boards by Haggy. Puck battle continues. 2 Stars, 2 Nationals. Puck is moving, so the ref lets it go on. Haggy will come out with it. Or Jacob Julian, he comes away. Julian, full head of steam. He moves down the left wing side. Waits, tries to put it out front, tries to get it onto the stick of Pace Roth, who's skating down the middle. But here come the Stars the other way on the counterattack. Phillips, across the blue line, he loses control of it. Tries to get it onto the stick 11, but he can't handle it either. Vandenacker goes across ice, now be dumped into the offensive zone again. Played down low by Stubjet. Cross ice to McGowan. McGowan just flips that puck into the neutral zone. Jackson Bunker, he gets knocked down. Trying to get the puck. Collins tries to play the puck over to Duarte. Gets bounced off a defender. Now on the stick of Stubjet again. Back to McGowan. Nationals changing up some of their defensive pairings now. Stubjet collects the puck. Nice move as he carries across the blue line. He'll walk in. Tries to get a move out front of the net. Stripped of the puck by Catrice and sent back the other way for the Stars. Vandenacker. He'll take it and throw it down in the offensive zone. Picked up, ends up on the stick of McGowan. Back to Stubjet again. Nice patience as he waits to try to find that breakout pass. Just a little too much. Can't end up on the stick of Bunker. McGowan has to play the puck in tight right in front of Barry. Stolen by the Stars. Pellerine tries to take a shot. That goes wide. Bouncing puck in front of the net. Back to the blue line again. Walks in, takes another shot. That just goes wide. Is a man off. Try to put it cross ice. Ends up on the stick of Carter Duarte. He clears it up. Huge hit thrown right at the Nationals blue line by Calling. Behind the net, Griffiths, he'll play it. Nobody there to help him, so he just has to wait. Puck gets up to the top of the circle. Ryland Bowers battling for it. Comes away onto the stick of the Nationals. Milne in tight. He takes a shot and ends up right in the breadbasket of Owen Wilmore.
Again, the Nationals pressing as we're going to get a look at the physical play there by Collins as he takes out his man, and the Nationals bench loving it there from the call-up as they played well here tonight. Collins has really made a few chances. He made that one play where he made that rush coming along. He unfortunately got stripped of the puck, but the call-ups here tonight so far have been really impressive for the Nationals.
Now with a three-goal lead in the third period, would not be surprised if Dave Mastos gives the kids a few more chances, as you see out there right now. Lawrence out there for the Nationals. There's the puck along the boards. Gets some help from Lucas Chard.
You're good, guys. You're good.
Chard comes out, gets it over to Bowers. Bowers tries a little spin pass over to Milne, just out of his reach. Griffiths ends up on the stick of Bowers, but just a little too aggressive on the pass, on the puck movement, and ends up going offside.
Yeah, a little too much stick handling on that one as Bowers did the old in and out maneuver, and the official caught that one, and so the face-off will move towards the end of London and Aidan Barry.
Face-off scrummed, ends up on the stick of the Stars, but can't do anything with it as it ends up back in the Nationals' possession. Bowers across the blue line, tries to hit Chard with the pass. Stolen and brought back the other way by Nickel. Nickel across the blue line, tries to hit Levin with a pass. Nice back-checking effort by Bowers as he gets the steal. Chard and Milne. Milne just throwing his body, just willing the puck out of the zone. Looks like a linebacker out there just moving the ball. There's just some great determination by Milne to get it out as the puck just comes back in, though, and ends up on the pads of Aiden Berry.
I mean, that's just a man on a mission on that defensive play. I mean, he knows the puck's somewhere in his feet, and he just decides he's going to go full steam ahead, and he ends up out-muscling 2 Stars defenders on that play to get the puck out. And then it works his way back into Aiden Berry, and Aiden Berry just pretty simply just gloves it, gets a whistle, calms things down.
Absolutely. Palmer, he takes a hit. Manages to get the puck now behind the net. Stars still maintaining possession, try to get it up. One-time's chance, that one just slides wide once again. Stars being a little too fancy, I think, with a lot of their shots, going wide most of the time. Just trying to put something on net, get a rebound. That's how you're going to try to get something past Aiden Berry, unless you get that another tip out front again. Puck just left, picked up by Snedden. Snedden tries a little back pass, predicted by Pace Roth. Now stripped again. Walks in, takes a shot, goes through the arm of Berry, but ends up going wide. Snedden falls down on the play. Him and Heggie just going at it. Phillips can't do anything with it. Dobbin will just backhand in the offensive zone as the Stars go off for a change. Pace Roth behind his net. Try to give the Nationals a start moving, try to find that outlet pass. Over to Hagee. Hagee now across the red line, gets stalled up, just tries to push the puck into the offensive zone. Ends up on the stick of Catrice. Here's a man off. Tries to get the puck in the offensive zone. Long behind the net now, Nickel. Back to the blue line. Bouncing puck out front, shoots and scores! Bouncing puck ends up on a stick of Michael Levin, and he'll bury it for his 3rd goal of the season.
Again, you talk about, Jaci mentioned it off the top of the broadcast, how the international players that are in tonight's contest need to provide a big presence, and on that one, Michael Levin's able to capitalize on a bouncing puck, goes off the end boards, bounces right back out in front, and he's able to shoot that one home. Levin, his older brother David, well known in the Ontario Hockey League, playing for the Sudbury Wolves, and Michael doing his own work here for the St. Thomas Stars, again getting his 3rd goal in tonight's contest.
3rd goal, and this is his 5th game of the season, and so he has 7 points in 5 games, leading the Stars in points per game, as he has done a fantastic job just finding the back of the net. Berry, no chance on a goal scorer's goal right in front of the Nationals cage.
And that's a tough read as a goaltender, and when it comes off the backboards like it did, it hit off and it came up into the air, landed right onto Levin's stick, and he's able to make no mistake and put it into the back of the net. And that's one of those plays for a goaltender that it's tough to read as it's coming from behind you, and it's a quick shot that he wasn't able to make a save on, and now St. Thomas restores it, making it a 2-goal lead for London.
Yeah, so still lots of hockey left here, just over 10 minutes to play. Stars breathing life into their game once again, as they need to keep the momentum going on their side. Across the blue line, brought down low, Bowers tries to get a shot on net. Take the side right out front, Julian tries to get a shot, still searching for his 1st goal of the night. Brought back the other way. Seminara across the blue line. Trying to avoid Owen McGowan, gets it to the blue line. Vanden Acker, he takes a shot, that ends up hitting Wood up high. Laid down low, picked up, brought the other way by Stubjet. Wood, he battles for the puck, tries to bring it down low. He's getting put hard into the wall by Jenkin. Ends up turning the puck over. Picked up by the Stars, they bring it across the blue line. Seminara loses control, McGowan will throw him into the corner. still loose, ends up on the stick of the Stars. Girth tries to get a cross ice pass, lose control. Back the other way come the Nationals. Julian can't handle it. Over to Sandovi. Sandovi gets the pass right out front. Tip play by Milne. Bowers takes the shot this time. Other way come the Stars. Cross the blue line. Phillips tries to skate in the middle of the ice. Puck goes off a leg. Other way, Nationals counterattacking. Milne, he's got Griffiths with him. Pass gets deflected. Milne trying to get the body in there. Griffiths will get a hold of it. Puts it up to the blue line. Kept in. Nice defensive play at the blue line by Lawrence. Puck comes out. Stars maintain possession. Cross the blue line. Nice read by Griffiths as he shows some patience. Waits for the puck. Brings it over to Chard. Lucas Chard dumps in the offensive zone. Gets some help from Bowers. Puck gets sent at the wall though. Jackson Dobbin will collect it. Dobbin, backhander in the offensive zone. Try to hope that Nickel can get to it in time. As he gets a bit of help there by Vandenberg. Puck gets pushed up the wall, but now back in the corner again. Hagee bows for it with Vandenberg. Hagee ends up down the ice. Pace Roth picks up the puck, just launches it into the air, ends up hitting the rafters, so we will have a face-off staying in Nationals territory as the Stars, that last goal, looked like it went right to the legs.
It sure has, and we talked about it at the end of the first period, seeing what St. Thomas would try to do. Would they continue to play their defensive style or play to more of a London style and be more aggressive on the forecheck? And that's exactly what St. Thomas has done here in these last two periods. They've been able to be rewarded as that puck goes up and into the Nationals bench and out of play. Another faceoff will go inside, but nonetheless, St. Thomas has had their scoring opportunities. Their one goal deflection in front of Aiden Barry. The second one, a bad bounce off the end boards right to the front of the net. So they're capitalizing on the chances that are coming to them. So that's something that St. Thomas needs to continue to capitalize as we're approaching the final few minutes of the game.
Brought back out. Here comes Wood. Across the blue line. Tries to make a move between his legs. Can't overskates it a bit, but still maintains possession. Tries to throw a pass out front. As he had Sandovi sitting right in the slot. Across the blue line. Another shot taken by Nickel. Back up the wall. Stars still maintaining possession. Nationals on the back foot. Puck stolen by Julian. Julian, backhand pass over to Wood. Wood can't handle it, but will be the first one to the puck anyway. Sends it over to Sandovi. Sandovi can't handle it. Julian strips the defender of the puck. Falls down the play. Nice play on his knees. Down low, loose pucks. And Wilmore has to track it and finds the puck at the last second. Could have been a dangerous play off the nice determination by Jacob Julian.
Absolutely, as again, just the presence there of Julian, dish it off, and then this was Palmer trying to pull the Ryland Bowers play, except on the other side, Wilmore read that one all the way, and I'm sure Wilmore is trying to make sure that he doesn't allow that type of goal again, as that one was deflected on, and Wilmore is able to make that big save.
Another shot from distance ends up in the glove of Wilmore. Makes yet another save. Shots 33-30 now in favor of the Stars, as both teams continue to put a lot of rubber on net. 7:17 left in the third period. Still 4-2 is your score. Quick shot by Palmer ends up going wide. Picked up now by Jenkins. The Stars will try to break it out of their own zone. Jenkins cycles back, trying to find that outlet pass. Over to Girth. Ends up out of the zone. Picked up now by Stubjen. Long reach pass onto the stick of Palmer. Palmer tries to break in. Nice little move between his legs and nice save by Wilmore as Palmer tries to get a little fancy, but not good enough. Nationals up the wall. Lucas Chard loses it. Ends up now back on the stick of Stubjen. Tries to take a shot. That gets deflected. Girth will try to break it out and will. Puck slides through the legs of Stubjen, now picked up by McGowan. McGowan cycles out. He's got room to move. Carries it out himself, gets past two defenders. McGowan waits. Doesn't like his shooting opportunities. Reassess, wait for the pass. Down low to Chard. Back out front. Puck just thrown aimlessly to the center of the ice. Nobody there. Ends up on the stick of Palmer. Now to McGowan. McGowan takes a shot from distance. Finds its way right on net. And Wilmore makes the save.
Again, a good offensive opportunity there. As we'll see, Palmer with it between the legs. He almost fools Wilmore on the backhand side. As Wilmore reacts late, recognizing the fact that there was a between the legs opportunity there from Palmer, trying to show off the creative side of his game, and he's unable to find the back of the net, and this game remains 4-2.
Another play coming out. Back to the blue line. Griffiths, he takes a shot. Loose puck down there. Wood tries to get a shot on net. That gets tipped aside in the corner by Jenkins. Wood still holding on to the puck. Gets it back to the blue line. Lawrence, he takes a shot. Deflected on the side. Onto the half wall. Wood, he'll throw it around the boards. Picked up by Julian on the far side. Julian battling in there with Sturgeon. He'll come away with the puck. Julian down to Wood. Back to Julian again. Julian tries to put a cross ice. He sees Sandy sitting on the doorstep. Turn back the other way. Here comes Stars. Shot from distance. Barry didn't really see that till the last second as that slides past the net. Puck flipped out to the neutral ice. And Julian absorbs a hit by Hubin. And the puck will be collected by Vandenacker. Stars will bring it out, dumping in the offensive zone. Down in the corner, picked up by Lawrence. He sends it behind the net. Collins will try to play it up, gets it to the blue line, but still kept in by Asamanov. And it'll be called on the hand pass, so we will reset once again.
The face-off will come outside of the line of territory as now the Stars are going to see St. Thomas start to play a little more aggressively. We're underneath the final 5 minutes. Desperation hockey, and in the next 2 minutes or so, we may see Owen Wilmore leave for the extra attacker.
Dobbin overskates the puck a bit, ends up back on the stick of the Nationals. Lucas Chard carries it out with speed. Across the blue line to Bowers. Bowers just throws it at the net. Ends up deflecting. Backhand pass behind. It was supposed to be for Milne, but Milne was behind the net, Stars net. Pace Rod down in the corner. Battle for the puck ensues, gets up to the half wall, kept in now by Phillips. Waits for some help, now throws it back in the corner. Down low, Dobbin tries to get it back to Phillips, sent around the wall. Picked up on the far side, kept in. Isomatov. Now Snedden. Snedden pass deflected by Chard. Chard will pick up the puck and bring it out. Gets across the red line and just dump it in as he goes off for a change with Milne. Bowers out there by himself. Bowers gets knocked down on the play. Ends up on the stick of Isomatov. Stolen right at the blue line by Julian. Julian waits, falls down, gets back to his feet, puts it out front. Little kick pass out front. Beautiful play down low. Nice little creative play by Palmer. Almost ends up on the stick of Sandovi.
Again, we talk about the creative game of Palmer, and the World Cup is in November, so he's practicing his soccer skills on that one as he redirects this puck, kicks it back out in front, and it goes towards Bowers, and Bowers not able to capitalize on that opportunity as there's just more than 3 minutes left here in this third period.
Palmer getting a little more opportunities we're noticing out now up there with Julian and Wood right now. So as we said at the start of this period, Dave Masco's really taking advantage of the opportunity with a lot of the Nationals regulars out of commission tonight to try to mix up the lines and see what works. Girth tries to send it in, ends up off the leg of Julian, now picked up by Heggie. Cross ice to Pace Roth. Tries to get to the blue line, still can't get out. Stars almost get possession back. Wood will get it, he'll send it down the length of the ice and be picked up by Jenkins. Now to Nickel. Nickel spins around, gets it up to Girth. Girth, red line, just throws it right on net. Barry not liking what he sees and will just wait for the whistle.
And Barry makes the save on that one. Shots now 35-33 in favor of the Nationals. We talked about it in the keys of the game for London, it being getting shots on the net. They've got 35 so far, but that's not what they've had in total in their other previous games where they've had 45 and 43. And a timeout's been called by St. Thomas, so we will likely see Aiden Barry go to the bench here in this scenario. So
Owen Wilmore.
Or pardon me, Owen Wilmore.
I don't think the Nationals are going to pull the goalie at this situation.
Unless they wanted to go 6-on-6 and decide, hey, let's just pot a bunch of goals, then both goaltenders go. But Aiden Barry was going to stay in his net, especially when you're up 2. And Owen Wilmore being down 2, they're going to go to the extra attackers. So
he's already in the tunnel there for the Stars. So the Stars are going to try to make the most of this opportunity and to try to pot one quickly here and make a game of it.
Absolutely. As you can see, the coaching staff for both the Nationals and the Stars drawing up their offensive and defensive schemes here in this last 2 minutes. And for London, it's, again, keeping everything to the outside. Don't allow anything towards the front of the net or anything for loose change for St. Thomas to capitalize on. So, and for St. Thomas, it's throw everything to the net, get shots on Aiden Barry. Maybe one can fool him and you can get yourself maybe down to 1 and potentially tie this game.
Chard wins the face-off and the puck gets sent all the way down the length of the ice. No icing on the play, however. But the Stars going to try to bring it back. Across the blue line, Milne throws a hit. Ends up on the stick of McGowan. McGowan tries to get to Bowers. Bowers still hunting for 3 tonight, so keep an eye on him. Puck up the wall. Across the blue line comes Nickel. Nickel walks in. Nice little move. Tries to bring it into the slot. Shoots and scores! Onto the stick 11, and they score! Exactly what the Stars needed, and the man advantage pays off as the Stars cut the lead to 1.
And once again, who comes up big for the St. Thomas Stars? It's Michael Levin, as he's able to, again, nice little footwork. It goes out in front, and Levin's able to capitalize as they work it around well. And now with under 2 minutes, Wilmore back in the net for this faceoff. Again, St. Thomas coming close and making this a 1-goal game.
And face-off won by the Stars. Ends up setting it up in their own zone. Face-off won a little too well. Played now by Jenkins. Keep an eye on Wilmore, as we know he's going to be heading back to the bench as soon as they get the possession across the blue line. Down low, Wilmore off to the bench. Girth tries to take a shot, stolen. Jacob Julian will come in and will ice the game as Jacob Julian continues to just get some key goals. As the Stars will get close, but not close enough, as the Nationals are going to come away with the win here. As it looked like the Stars had possession in their own zone, but a second Wilmore was over halfway to the net. The bench, Jacob Julian strips the puck, carries it down, and buries his 17th goal of the season. Face-off won by the Nationals this time, sent down into Nationals territory by the Stars. Laid down low, picked up by Phillips. Vandenacker can't handle the puck, now gets it back on his stick. In the offensive zone. Vandenacker down low, tries to get a puck into the slot area, gets deflected into the corner by Wood. Wilmore back to the bench again. Puck down low, bouncing puck batted out in midair by Julian. Vandenacker back to the point, Nickel. He walks in again with speed, tries to take a shot, ends up with just bouncing off a player out front, doesn't even get to Barry. Wood along the wall, he gets hit. Knocked down to the play. Nickel continues to be just a ball of chaos for the Stars, generating all kinds of offense. Another shot, puck's taken, sent all the way down the length of the ice, just goes wide, and we'll go for an icing as Palmer trying to hit the home run shot. Going from one end to the other, trying to find his 6th goal of the season.
Yeah, we talked about the offensive play from Palmer tonight. He made that little kick play towards the front of the net. He tried the between the legs shot, and right there he was on the 18th tee box. He took it off, and he just missed the hole to the left side, or pardon me, the net. And so London's going to come away on this one and win by 2 here tonight.
Palmer just goes for it again, another backhand. And they'll go icing once again as they'll come back down into Nationals territory.
I mean, he's going to keep trying. You got 2 seconds if they can win it. Palmer's going to, if he gets the puck, you know he's going to try one more time.
Face off one quickly by the Stars, and that will do it here as the Nationals come away with the 5-3 victory. Stars make a game of it, but all for naught as the Nationals win 5-3. We will be back with our post-game thoughts. After this, you're watching London Brewing Co-op Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV.
My name is Jackie Redmond, and I'm a TV host at NHL Network. Well, I'm here with Gwen. I decided to volunteer at Rogers TV London while I was still a college student, and I got to do so many things. I did camera work, I did graphics, I sat in the control room, I even did stage managing while I was there. Eventually, though, I did get the opportunity to go out into the field and do actual reporting work.
Well, it's that time of year again. The holidays are fast approaching.
When I started to go to auditions for on-air jobs down the line, I felt so much more comfortable, not just in front of the camera, but with myself, because I had worked in a real TV station and got hands-on experience to learn from people that knew so much more than I did. And I think when it came time for my opportunities, I was just that much more ready.
It was John's graduation. We were so proud. We all got together for a picnic. That's when we heard coming from the radio. So we stopped and we listened. It helped us get to safety. That's why when I think of John, because now he has a real future to look forward to.
Did you know all the camera operators for tonight's game are volunteers? Rogers TV volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. If you're interested, visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. Back here, Nationals come away with a 5-3 victory over the St. Thomas Stars. Stars did put up a fight here in the third period and made it somewhat interesting.
Absolutely. They were down 2 heading into this third period, and they were able to capitalize on that, make it a 1-goal game. But then London's able to score. Jacob Julian getting the empty netter, which we will not see here on this highlight, as again, a bouncing puck leads right out to Levin. He's able to capitalize on that. He had a pair of goals here in this third period for St. Thomas. And he provided clutch for St. Thomas, making it a game. And that's something that they're going to be able to carry on here into the season, as they were able to make it basically a 1-goal game against the #1 seed in the Western Conference.
Absolutely. Big win for the London Nationals, and especially with a big test coming with Leamington next week. And we'll have to see what goes on then as we send it down to ice level with Jaci for our 3 stars.
Thanks, Kyle and Jeremy. And with that, the London Nationals wrap up tonight's game against the St. Thomas Stars with a 5-3 victory. We're going to go ahead and head into our 3 stars of the game tonight. At our 3rd star, we're looking at Aiden Barry, who saved 3 out of 34 shots tonight. Our 2nd star, Lucas Chard, and our 1st star with 2 goals and an assist, Rylan Bowers. We will see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. when the London Nationals face off against the Leamington Flyers here on Rogers TV.
Sarah. Today, instead of fun facts, I'm going to tell you about 3 different places to explore in London. The Coves, a neighborhood in London, is home to both the Black Walnut Forest and the Hackberry Forest. Both of those forests are rare in Ontario.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by Raven Reads. Unbox Indigenous voices. Subscribe today at ravenreads.org.
Night's action on Rogers TV. Watching hockey just got a power play with NHL Center Ice and Super Sports Pack. With up to 37 out-of-market NHL games a week, you'll always catch your favorite team no matter where you live. Whether it's big matchups you're looking for or following your top fantasy picks, it's all here. NHL Center Ice, part of the Rogers Super Sports Pack. All this for only $35.95 a month. Order through your remote on Channel 450 or call 1-888-ROGERS-1 today.
Today, instead of fun facts, I'm going to tell you about 3 different places to explore in London. The Coves, a neighborhood in London, is home to both the Black Walnut Forest and the Hackberry Forest. Both of those forests are rare in Ontario. Sarah, thanks for joining us today. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit about yourself and your position here at Reforest London.
Yeah, so my name is Sarah. I'm the Environmental Programs Coordinator here at Reforest London. One of my main roles is to lead the Seed Hub.
Yes, actually, Shaq told us about the Seed Hub, and I was wondering if you could tell us what that means.
Yeah, so the Seed Hub is a relatively new program here at Reforest London. It's a totally volunteer-driven program where we focus on the ethical seed collection of our native trees and shrubs.
Oh, okay. Why do you collect seeds? For your programs, or?
So we collect seeds for a million different reasons, mostly for public education. We really want to engage the public, give them free workshops to educate them on this really lesser known aspect of the environment. As well, we want to try to one day supply our own trees for our own planting initiatives. So next year, we'll be breaking ground on our community tree nursery, which will be a volunteer-run building that is focusing on growing our seeds for planting initiatives, as well as incorporating a whole bunch of different educational aspects for all levels of, or all grade levels.
Oh wow, that's really cool. Do you try and get specific species of seeds or kind of whatever you can find?
So we try and collect anything that's from our region, so anything native. So London, we find ourselves in the middle of the Carolinian forest. So any trees that would be normally in the Carolinian, we would collect from.
Okay, and do you collect seeds just here at Westminster Ponds, or do you even ask private citizens if they have a tree on their property, if they're willing to give seeds?
Yeah, so we actually do both. Right now, the majority of our seeds is collected from London locally. We ask permission from the city, and then we hold seed collection workshops where we'll take volunteers out to different London parks and environmentally significant areas and collect seed from there. But we also have a new program called Seed Cycle, which is an awesome way for the community to give back. If they have mature trees in their yard that are producing seed that usually end up decomposing or going into the compost, they can harvest those seeds and